We'll go back to
We famously had an agreement with them.
Wow.
About basically about UAP. But this is something George Knapp has talked to me a lot about, and there's documents about it. Basically, what happened was they shut on the nukes in Russia at one point, these craft, discs that came over a base, and then they turned off ones over here. It was like a display of power. This is all well documented. People have come forward. They've testified about it. So the fact that these displays of power from these unknown craft operators, there was an understanding between Russia and the United States, like, you know, hey, before you push that button, just make sure it's not a UAP. And I can give you after this a bunch of the information about it.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating part of our history is we did have to kind of bond and unite and acknowledge that there are things that
at the peak of the Cold War saying, hey, don't do this because of this.
And there was an actual thing that happened, and George has walked me through it many times, but there was a time when all the alerts were showing like an ICBM was coming into Russia, and there was one man, I wish I remembered his name.
You know the story.
You know the story, yeah. So from what I understand, that is accurate, that is true, that is factual, that is historical.
So he was a mathematician.
Really?
He was not supposed to be there. Someone was sick. He was a mathematician who was on that night, and he betrayed the Politburo's order and did the math, and for some in his brain the trajectory couldn't be right and it didn't work.
Whoa.
So he figured it out, and he stopped the world from being
just nuked
because he sort of because in the Russian war ministry it was that we were coming in and doing all this stuff, and he did the math and said no, he was not going to do it.